my mind, this film surprised me a few times. Dwayne Johnson's Teth Adam is a known legend in Gondok, and he's known for taking down a tyrant king who wanted to enslave his own people, along with eventually overtaking the world. Teth Adam appears to have taken him out, recognized as a hero to the people of Gondok for centuries. We see Adriana, who I originally assumed was his descendant. She is not. She goes with her crew to get the crown that's being kept hidden for a while now, but she wants to ensure it doesn't get into the wrong hands. Wrong hands like the Intergang. And bullies with guns, part of Intergang, show up to make her hand over the crown. She saves herself by releasing Teth Adam from his slumber. He protects her. Bullies jump up to get beat down. Somehow, he gets hurt with a rocket made from a mineral his people were originally forced to mine during his time. Adriana takes Teth Adam home. He wakes to Amon, her son. Amon knows who Adam is, or who he thinks he is, all excited and whatnot. Amon sees him as someone who can liberate the people of Gondok. Yet, Teth Adam is not really feeling he should, doesn't think of himself as a hero. I felt he wanted to be left alone to collect his thoughts. However, the boy is persistent since there are other bullies with guns, foreign to the country, who attempt to oppress the people of the country while stealing resources. Adam is a great guy, honestly. He just ensures enemies are taken out thoroughly with no chance of harming anyone again. Of course, Americans, specifically those of the JSA, members include Dr. Fate, Hawkman, Sly Clone, and the Atom Smasher dude, are assigned to stop Adam, take him as prisoner. Adam ain't having it. There's a few tussles actually, that lead to them failing to capture Adam, plus angering the locals. Adriana mentions how the so-called heroes want to take down the one guy who can help the country, doing the country's oppressors a favor in the process. They're called out and display a certain amount of shame, as they should. A fellow co-worker / associate, Ishmael, is a descendant of the Tyrant King and endorses what the Tyrant King did. He shoots Adriana's brother, who lives despite this, and takes her son Amon by force. Adam and JSA members go to save Amon. Adriana trades the crown for the boy. Adam saves Amon, accidentally losing control, causing Ishmael to gain power through death. Adam's background is revealed. The wizards didn't choose him nor give him the power of Shazam. They chose his son, Harut, who is the true champion of Gondok. The statue and legend isn't about Adam, it's about his son who was a mighty hero. Then, the kid's family, including his father, was attacked. With his mother taken out, he refused to let his father die, so Harut gave him the power of Shazam. As soon as he gives it away, he's killed by the Tyrant King's men. So Teth Adam went to avenge his son, not for the people. The wizards imprisoned him after he caused harm when killing the Tyrant King, accidentally losing control of his power, harming Gondok in the process. After reflecting on this, says Shazam, this reverting him back to his original form. He immediately talks to Hawkman in his native tongue. I admired this subtle detail. It gives the impression when in his power mode, he can understand and speak any language, but out of the form he cannot, only able to speak what he knows in his true form. Like the fools they are, take him home and imprison him in some tank to put him asleep. Everything is this dude, Dr. Fate's fault. If he saw the future, then he should have told his pals, hey, we really need this dude, so he needs to stay out. But no, Ishmael gets evil powers. Dr. Fate dies trying to stop him, but wakes Adam in the process. Dr. Fate chooses to sacrifice himself and die in the place of his friend Hawkman. After living for a long, long time, he feels it's his time to go. As Adam attempts to escape, he drowns. He tries to move on to the afterlife with his fam, but the fam encourage him to return, basically telling him it's not his time. He goes hand in hand with Hawkman. All the while, the country's locals fight against the evil minions of Ishmael that are from some type of underworld, handling their business, hyped up and inspired by Amon. Adam and Hawkman win the battle against the one evil dude. Adam stays as his protector. In the post-credits scene, naturally, since he saved the world, he's thanked with this woman threatening him. Then sending Mr. Witcher, Superman, to come talk with Black Adam. Overall, these two really form a bond. These two eventually not really get along because this one got tired of Adam whooping him up. He was really, I wouldn't say self-righteous, but in his own self of how he thought of Adam and how he thought himself. He thought Adam as a villain.
You think yourself a hero, but you would let these criminals go free.
Heroes don't kill people.
Well, I do.
That was the number one thing between the number one argument and disagreement since they first met throughout the entire movie. His own colleagues didn't really care. It was him because he's the leader of the JS4 basically. And they don't even care. Is the world really gonna cry over bad guys being taken out and gone forever from this world? Surely not the locals. They were literally applauding him after he took out a few of their oppressive soldiers. So he was the only one acting pressed about it. But they worked together. Anyway, then there's these two. By the end of full on, besties. Thought this film had style. I really thought it did. And when I say this had a lot of action, I know what I'm talking about. There were certain scenes, despite being brief, that were just graphic action. I was here for it. But go see for yourself. And that's just my take on it. But feel free to leave comments about your own perception of this movie and how you felt about it. That's all for today. Stay tuned.